This episode is going to be a bit different to normal. We're probably only going to have one match, but we do have a lot of transfers to talk about. We're on the 24th of February. January has been and gone. Europe, unfortunately, has been and gone. We've spent about £15 million. We've had a big January. And we're just going straight in with the big guns. Sander Berge has signed from Inter Milan for £8.25 million. Probably too much money considering he has just turned 32, but he is a World Class Midfielder. Because we got knocked out of Europe, I went a bit crazy. I bought a lot of good footballers. Sander Berge is just one of many. For $2.5 million, we have signed Sekou Sidibe, a player who basically kept turning up on my scouting, and I went, you know what, he's alright. We do need ourselves a little bit more depth on the right-hand side, in my opinion, so Sidibe has come in. He's a real player. He's not as good as my scouts initially thought he was, but he has already played a few games and scored a goal for us. A player who I mentioned in the last episode because he did actually play is Ronald Ruiz, 18 years old central midfielder from Costa Rica. He's finally signed a permanent deal. For £900,000 we have signed Lewis Wood from Chelsea, and he's not very good. £900,000 is a bit too steep for Lewis. He was on the Jadon Sancho train. If he turns out to be a really good footballer, we're quids in. Similarly is Alemani Bosk Hamilton, who we have signed from PSV, 20-year-old striker. He has cost, how much has he cost us? £750,000. I think it might go up after compensation fees and stuff like that, but Bosk Hamilton looks pretty good. He scored 18 goals in 8 appearances for our under-23 so far. He's probably on the verge of the first team. Another player joining from Holland is Ruud van der Aker, a 22-year-old defence midfielder signed from Ajax, and we are training him up to be a centre-back because we don't play defence midfielders, and I feel like he'll make a much better central defender than he will a central midfielder, so that is why we are doing this. He has cost £65,000, that is all. I think Ruud van der Aker, we've got ourselves a little gem here. If he can turn into a ball-playing defender quickly, he could be very important for us. It's not a Skinnz Academy transfer window without signing an Ivorian. It is Toussaint Yao. He is 18 years old, a right-back signed from ASEC Mimosas, but he's not a right-back. He's 6'5". He is going to be a central defender. We are training him up. He is, if you remember a couple of seasons ago, Frankie Dow, he's basically the second generation of Frankie Dow, in my opinion. He's not as good in the air, but he is a little bit faster. Everything else is pretty similar to Frank Dow. Toussaint Yao, at 6'5", is going to be very, very big for us, literally and figuratively. We've also extended the loan deal with Maxims Baranovs for another season. PSG decided, you know what, yeah, we don't ever plan on playing him, so Baranovs is going to spend another year here, which is good. He's going to probably play more games on loan to us than he did ever being a permanent player for us. Unfortunately, Chelsea don't want to loan us Rodney Khan for another season. One more signing to go, and we've gone from Robbie Brady to Neymar, to Lys Mousset, to Sander Berge, to Leroy Sané. 34 years old, he's still very, very good. He was on a free transfer. He got released from Bayern. I don't know when he got released from Bayern, but he was available on a free transfer, I assume recently. So it's 29-30 season, so we're in the same season. And yeah, I just picked him up on a free. I feel like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we've got ourselves a very good footballer here. He's probably only got a year left in him, but Leroy Sané is a Skinnz Academy player. Now, in order to do some of that transfer business, we did have to sell some players. Roberts Vipes, first up, making his way back over to Italy, signing for Chievo Verona. I think it's not a lot of money, it's like £400,000. Yeah, 375 in total. We made a loss. This one was a mistake. This one was 100% a mistake. Nikita Ruggins has left and he's made his way over to China for £1.2 million. Don't slate me in the comments. I know. I thought it was Yanis Vugels. I thought I was selling Yanis Vugels to China for £1.2 million. And then after I clicked accept, I read it and it said Ruggins. And I kind of panicked a little bit. And I was thinking, do I save scum? What do I do here? Yeah, Nikita Ruggins has left. We haven't got a good deal for him. Lorenko's also left. But we did get a very good deal for Lorenko. He has gone to China as well for £14 million and a 50% sell-on. I don't know how we managed to get so much money out of Lourenco. We had teams like Chelsea and Liverpool and Spurs were coming in for him, and they were offering £1.4 million. And then the Chinese clubs came in and I went, give me 15. There was one team that said, we'll give you 12. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll accept that. And then Shenzhen came in and said, we'll give you 14 million and a 50% sell-on. And I had to cancel the other deal because I didn't want him to accidentally sign that contract. So, yeah, we've technically made a profit this transfer window. We have lost Nikita Ruggins. A few other transfers as well that have happened. Basically, it's a bunch of loan deals. If we look here, I say loan deals, a few permanents. So this man has gone to Spartaks. We've also lost Kornikis to Riga. Dej Jafar, this fella, he's gone out on loan, and so has this fella. Basically, a lot of the children who I didn't think were going to be any good have left the club. Speaking of children who I didn't think would be any good, Craig Pearce, my son, he had offers from Ventspils for £250,000 going up to £300,000. I was very, very tempted, but I don't think he will get any game time there, and I think basically they'll just sign him, sit in the under-21s or under-18s or whatever, and never do anything other than that. So I want to keep him at the club so we can keep an eye on how my boy is getting on. We're only going to play an actual league game on camera for the first time in about 6 years. We are playing Spartaks. It's first place versus second place. We are well clear at the top of the table. I think I showed the table at the start of the episode. Even if we lose this and the next maybe 7 games, we're probably still going to become champions. Spartaks are coming forward with the ball after literally 20 seconds. Yao, who is playing his debut today as a centre-back. He's already played a few games as a right-back, but he's playing today as a centre-back, just to see how he can get himself going, basically. Skrinder, who is Vadim Skrinder, formerly of the Skinnz Academy. Yakovlev's as well, I think, is formerly of the Skinnz Academy. There's a lot of Academy graduates playing for Spartaks. Yakovlev's hits that shot over the bar. 1 minute played. First chance goes to Spartaks. Second chance, hopefully, goes to the Skinnz Academy. What do we got? Rodney Khan takes the throw. Sidibe down to Baranovs. Crosses that ball in. Outside the area is Ivkovic. And he absolutely rattles the crossbar. Almost breaks it in half. He hit that ball so hard. And then passes it to Vadim Skrinder. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Baranovs with a yellow card there. I mean, that's a suspension for the next match. As far as I'm aware, I think he's suspended for the next game. Spartaks again coming forward with the ball. I did pick this game intentionally because it's going to be one of the harder matches in the league. If we played somebody like Noah Jamala, we would have put 7 past them. And I don't think it would have been as interesting. It probably would have been exciting, but not interesting. Cardozo to Alex Arthur on the left. Is he going to run backwards to Ivkovic? Down the line, Cardozo once again runs into space. Lemkin's outside the area. He's been tackled, still holds onto the ball though. Cardozo tries to cross it, can't, gets another chance. This time finds Stipnikes in the middle, and Ivan Stipnikes gets his 40th goal of the season with an absolutely spectacular volley. It's 1-0. Alex Arthur with a free kick, 12 minutes. Rodney Khan's there. It's fallen to somebody, I'm not even sure who it was. I think it was Sidibe actually had the shot there. As things stand, we are currently 23 points clear at the top of the table with about 7 or 8 games left to play, so it's not mathematically certain that we are champions, but it's not far off, is it? Final 5 minutes of the first half. If we can go in 2-0, that would be pretty good. Cardozo down the left, cuts into the middle, he's gone for a shot. It's closer to the corner flag than it is to the goal. Arthur with a free kick on the left. It's Edgar's Blanks, formerly of the Skinnz Academy, pushing somebody over. Rodney Khan, the loanee from Chelsea then, is going to step up. I think this might be his 3rd or 4th penalty of the season. Where's it going to go? Into the bottom corner. It is 2-0 to the Skinnz Academy. It's his 2nd goal of the season. Half-time then, 2-0 thanks to that Rodney Khan penalty. I just realised I completely forgot to mention, Leroy Sané is currently out injured. He's picked up a knock. He's out for sort of 2 to 3 days. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see him play today. I'm also not playing our £8.5 million man, Sander Berger, in the middle of the pitch. He's on the bench. I feel like playing him against Spartaks and teams like that isn't really worthwhile. Sidibe on the right-hand side, into the penalty area. He's been tripped. Is that another penalty? It is. I don't want Rodney Khan taking it. Who's actually good at penalties? Nobody. Nobody's good at penalties. Let's give it to Lemkins. Lemkins has never taken a penalty? Or is that just in this match? That's just in this match. Why are they telling us? I mean, we'll get Lemkins to take a penalty. Let's go. So the Latvian striker's going to step up. Hopefully it's going to be 3-0 just 2 minutes into the second half. It's straight down the middle. Our former goalkeeper making the save there. Lemkins keeps the ball alive, crosses in. Blanks heads the ball clear. Still 2-0. Right, let's do this Sander Berge change. Let's bring him on as the box-to-box midfielder for Baranovs because he's got a yellow card. I know he's on a 7 rating, but he's also on a yellow card. I don't really want to risk that. I imagine if we get ourselves another penalty, Sander Berge might be the man to take it as well, because I'm guessing his penalties are better than 10. Lemkins controls this ball after a poor penalty earlier on in the half, and that's a poor shot, and that's his game over. It's going to be Haroldo coming on for Lemkins. Do we do Sadibioff as well? Yes, we do for Taihi. That is all of our changes. So no silly substitutions today. We don't have Craig Pearce on the subs bench either because I've realised he's not good enough. Final 10 minutes of the match then here in Latvia. And it's looking like it's going to be 2-0. Although Spartaks do have themselves a chance. Cardozo heads that off the line. Sander Berge can break, but he's got no pace to him. So that is going to end the highlight. Instead, we have another one. It's Nene B at the back. Yao, is his name, has played pretty poorly, hasn't he? A 6.5 as a central defender on his first outing. Arthur to Ivkovic, left-hand side, is Cardozo, who's had a decent game as well, in my opinion. Into the penalty area, he's gone for goal. He's not had a good game. Why do you do that, buddy? Why was that the thing that you thought was the best plan? Arthur with a free kick right near the end of the game. Stipnikes is there. He's hit the bar as well. Kuchi clears the ball. Kuki? I'm not quite sure. It is going to be 2-0 against Spartaks. I don't think we're champions. I don't think we're actually champions just yet, but we are it's basically done, isn't it? It's cleared upfield. It's all the way back to Juris Melkimians. The full-time whistle goes. It is 2-0. 3 more points in the bag. 23 points clear at the top of the table. And with that, we can no longer finish outside of the top 4. I think realistically we can no longer finish outside of the top 2, but we have qualified for the Europa Cup 2. We are now going to go forward to whenever our youth intake comes in, which is going to be soon. It's going to be March time, so we're going to go forward to that. I just want to quickly check this bit of news. How many goals did he score this time? A hat-trick. 21 goals this man has scored. Look at that. That is absolutely ridiculous. I know he's playing for the under-23s, but that's stupid. We've only gone forward about 5 days, and the youth intake is here, and we have ourselves a 15-year-old goalkeeper called Alexandros Pahars, who has 5-star potential. 1.5-star current ability as well. That's quite interesting because even though that's not good enough to get into the first team, that's borderline good enough to get into the first team. Pahars is always good, isn't he? He looks pretty good. For a 15-year-old, he does look pretty good. He's got 9 free kick taken. Don't do that, do it. We're having a goalkeeper called Pahars taking free kicks. It's going to happen. We're doing it. Alexandros Pahars most definitely looks like a future Latvian number 1 goalkeeper. On the left-hand side, we have Maxims Nagyasevs, maybe? 1-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He looks alright, doesn't he? He doesn't look anything too spectacular. Nothing really stands out there. He's got great technique, great flair. Most other things are pretty average, or below average, actually. Kaspers Mordatenko, I think that's what we're going to go with. He looks pretty tasty. He's 5'5" with 15 heading. I mean, I feel like there's something not quite right there, but anyway, let's ignore that. First touch of 16 is a nice big number. Mentally, he's got some reasonable numbers there. I think Mordatenko, which is a difficult name to actually say, I think he looks pretty good. I've just realised I'm supposed to be doing this, aren't I? Putting stars on the players who I think are good. Another very good-looking attacking midfielder is Arturs Rasevskis. Maybe, this guy. He is 6'3". Can you take off 3 inches and give it to the other guy? Because you don't need to be that tall to be an attacking midfielder. Again, very similar player by the looks of it. He's got decent first touch, decent technique, determination, flair, composure, vision's all pretty high as well. I think he might be pretty good. Yekabs Furtovs, not so much. He's just fast. He's just really fast. Neymar's just found us a really fast winger. He's also found us a very angry Ivorian left-back by the looks of it. Ulrich Traore, 17 aggression, 15 tackling, actually not too bad. He's only 5'8", so he can't really be moved into the central defence positions. I think he might be alright. I'm not going to put a star next to him at the moment. 3-star potential doesn't seem amazing. Nikita Sprakoulis, however, does seem a little bit better, although they are saying still only 3-star potential. I'm going to put a star next to you, buddy, because you look like you could get good. You are going to be 16 in about a month and a bit's time, so you're going to get a lot of games for the under-18s and under-23s. Robert Sitz. Now, Robbie here looks... I like the look of Robert. Robert Sitz looks pretty good. 18 bravery, 19 teamwork. Tackling a 14 as well, very good. Heading 11, not so great, but he is 6'4" and has 14 jumping reach, so he should just be jumping higher than everybody else. Maybe can't head it accurately, but that's not too much of a problem. I like Roberts. As we move further down the list, I think some of these players are borderline now. I don't think they're going to be good enough to necessarily play for us, but they might still be good enough to play for other teams in Latvia. This is kind of what we need to make sure we're kind of still restocking Latvian football with the best youngsters rather than the smaller teams relying on their youth intake. So Sokolov's, I don't think it's going to be good enough for us, but he might be good enough for another team. And the rest of those youth players weren't very good. We've got 5 players, I think, coming through who are hopefully going to be stars for the future. Alexander Pahars is probably the main one. I'm looking forward to Pahars getting a few games, maybe this season. Can we play a 15-year-old goalkeeper? We're probably going to do that. Now, I wasn't going to do another match in this episode, but I've just done the maths. If we beat Riga, we are champions of Latvia once again. I think technically, if we get a draw, we are champions of Latvia once again. We've got an early chance. Leroy Sane making his first appearance on camera, almost scoring his first goal on camera as well. He did just play a match and score 4 goals and get 2 assists. He's very good for this level of football. Arguably better than Neymar. Diaby with the ball. Plays it in the middle to Frolov, formerly of us. Smirnov's also formerly of us. Left-hand side again is Adams, formerly of us. Oleg Skorks, formerly of us. Hits his effort wide. You can see what we've done to Riga, can't you? Kevin Bossard's just been injured as well, formerly of us. And they brought on the Indonesian winger? He's not a winger, he's a centre-back, Solihin. As we've just seen him hit the ball upfield. We are 13 minutes in. Riga coming forward with the ball through the centre circle. Arguably the toughest game in the league, even though they're second place. Gorks' effort is blocked by Malkimyan's. Ivkovic clears it. So far, Riga are actually looking very good. Cardozo clears the ball, only as far as Aliutara. Forward to Frolovs. Plays it back, Solihin. Solihin's going to have to go back to Frolovs on the right-hand side still. Back to the Indonesian right-back. Where are you going, buddy? Frolovs. Somebody steal it. I'm genuinely concerned that we've had half a chance. Adams is in on goal. Malkimyan keeps it 0-0. Adams has gone over to take the corner as well. Left-footed towards the 6-yard box. Headed clear. Taihi gets it further. Lemkins now controls it. He needs a bit of support. I think Taihi's off to his right. Lemkins is still going with it though. Off towards the right-hand side. He's going to go for goal himself. Kicks it straight into Diaby. It's gone off for a throw. Riga once again with the ball. Smirnov's in the middle of the pitch. Playing is kind of just behind the strikers by the looks of it. This man's name on the right-hand side. He's got an option in Solihin. Does use Solihin. Crosses that ball in. It's gone over everybody. And Alex Adams is there at the back post. It is 1-0 to Riga. We were supposed to be crowned champions. Leroy Sane with a free kick. Number 37. Solihin heads clear. And the goal scorer controls it without any challenge in his own penalty area. Adams has it once again. Leroy Sane's chasing him down. Finds Oleg Skorks on the left-hand side. I don't like the fact that Gorks is playing and Rodney Khan's given away a penalty. What a clown. Is it going to be 2-0? Is it actually going to be 2-0 against Riga? We've lost no games all season. We've drawn 1. Adams' penalty is saved by Yuris Malkimyan's. Rodney Khan keeps the ball in play and keeps the highlight alive for some reason. Baronos finds Khan. Khan clears the ball. Stiknikes has controlled this. Across to Sane. Does he get there? He does get there. I thought there was going to be a counter-attack straight from their penalty. Not going to lie, this match hasn't exactly gone to plan, has it? We are almost at half-time. It is 1-0 to Riga. The trophy is still ours, but not right now. I'm thrashing my arms. Show me something else in the second half, because we have been rubbish. You've got a difference. You can make the difference. You can make the difference. Let's go. Just 3 minutes in, and already we have ourselves a highlight. Cardozo forward to Stipnikes. He's got Sane on the left-hand side. Does use the German international. Back to Ivkovic. In the middle to Baronovs. Ivkovic again. He wants to shoot, doesn't he? Taihi takes a touch. Finds Sane. And Leroy Sane puts it in the bottom corner. His 8th goal of the season. And that goal could put us back on track to winning the league in this match. Ivkovic has stolen the ball from a dawdling Frolovs in the middle of the pitch, but it's straight to a Riga man. Miku, left-hand side, their goal scorer, Alex Adams, Ghana international, runs forward, plays it to Oleg Skorks, Nene B. That is a superb slide tackle. What are you talking about? Referee, what are you actually talking about? Come on, Yuris, do it again. Alex Adams versus Juris Melkimians. Is he going to save his second penalty? He doesn't save his second penalty. It's 2-1 to Riga, and we are being screwed over here by the referee. I'm going to do a demand more. We've only got 20 minutes. We need to get a goal. We need to get at least one goal, because a draw should be enough. Sane's corner comes in, Nene B's there, and Alex Nene B runs over to the referee in my head and just swears at him. Just absolutely berates him right to his face, because that was not a foul. Nene B gets his goal, it's 2-2. Let's do some changes. We're going to take off Lemkins. We're going to do Comenalia coming on as a striker. What else do we do? Keith? Do we bring Keith on? I think we do. We bring Keith on for Rodney Khan. I mean, I'm playing, you probably noticed Van den Aker as a centre-back. He's doing all right. He's on a 6-7. We're going to do Cardozo as well for Wagner. That's all of our changes in one sitting. We've got 15 minutes to find the winner. Sane with a free kick. It's towards Keith O'Brien. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for us. There has been 3 penalties in this match. One of them has been saved so far. Leroy Sane steps up to take the penalty in the 83rd minute. If he puts this in, we are champions of Latvia, assuming we don't concede another one. It wasn't the best penalty, was it? Let's be honest, it was not the best penalty, but we've managed to score the goal. 5 minutes of injury time. Hopefully, just all ticks away. We've got 2.5 minutes. Baronov's heads the ball clear. Miku's going to get there first, though, for Riga. I'm worried, because I feel like there's another goal in this game. Diaby on the left. Baronov's is with him. Sticks a leg out and steals the ball. Plays it into Ivkovic in the middle of the pitch. Ball upfield to Stipnikes. Over the halfway line. He's got an option in front of him. It is Comenalia. Is Comenalia going to make it 4? He doesn't. It's a very good save from the keeper. Final minute of the match to play. Wagner chests it down. Could have moved to Riga in January, by the way. I even accepted an offer. He rejected the contract. It's found its way all the way to the goalkeeper from Nene B. We are closing him down for some reason. I don't know why we did that. Taihi's controlled it on the right. Is he going to run into the space, down the right-hand side? Using his pace, Alex Adams with a very good slide tackle to prevent the Ivorian from getting too much further. The Irish international Keith O'Brien, though, is going to take the throw, so there is still maybe a small chance that something could come from this. Stipnikes back to O'Brien, or not, just kick it straight off for a throw. It's going to be 3-2. We are going to be champions of Latvia. The full-time whistle goes, and there we have it. Juris Melkimians had an eventful day, shall we say. Conceded 2, saved a penalty as well. Leroy Sane scoring twice, one from the penalty spot. Nene B, who did a superb tackle. I will keep saying this. He did a superb tackle for the penalty, which was then given as a foul. Juris Melkimians will raise the trophy for the 9th season out of 10. I think we are the PSG of Latvia, aren't we? Who's going to do the cartwheel? We can't really see it. I'm not even sure. Is it number 18? It's number 18? It is 16. Number 16 did the cartwheel. I'm not sure who that is. Ivkovic. Apparently it was Ivkovic. Leroy Sane getting an 8.5, picking up the man of the match award as well. Champions of Latvia again. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be the final episode of Season 10, and it will be maybe Valmiera. Hopefully it's going to be 2 cup finals, as we're in both the semi-finals, Valmiera and Rezenknes, maybe, in the semi-finals. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in the final episode of Season 10. Thanks for watching.